Hello everybody, I'm Yasmia Jimbo, welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. And so in the last episode, we went ahead and defeated the Crypt Keeper in the crypts at the very bottom of Creepy Castle. And now we're going to continue playing Creepy Castle. And at this time, in this episode, it's just going to be me trying to complete the self-dubbed Tree of Despair. And if you've played this game, tried to 100% this game, you know exactly what I'm trying to talk about. Now, this isn't the despair part, per se. I mean, this is pretty tame. But there's like 2 golden bananas that we can collect here. And this one's fine, but the other one, you already know what I'm talking about. And of course, there's a banana fairy up here, which, of course, we need to collect. But I'm just going to no, wrong one. No. Okay, here we go. Like if I could just say that technique I found out about by complete accident a few episodes ago was truly is helping out a lot. Like if you don't remember, I mentioned in the episode I found out about this technique where in first person mode you hold down Z. And it slows down your movement. Here I'm not holding it down Z, but here I am holding down Z. And it makes such an improvement. Now here I'm just gonna spam fire and nonsense until we finally get that. So either way, how you guys doing? Hope you all had a nice Valentine's Day. This is like pretty much the day after I recorded. After Valentine's Day, so I hope you all had a nice time with your girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. Alright, hang on a second. Like that. I didn't really celebrate Valentine's Day because I never do. But for reasons I'd rather not get into. But at the very least, I hope for those of you guys and gals who had your boys and girls, switch that around, boyfriends and girlfriends, hope you all had a nice time. And now it's just you talking like girlfriend. You know, I think we're really compatible together. I'm really glad I decided to go on this date with you. What did you say? I'm glad, but why did you say in that very angry tone all of a sudden? like all that. You guys celebrated. I'm just sitting here playing a game about monkeys, trying to take a picture of a fairy. And I know in hindsight that sounds really stupid. Very stupid. And I also realized another stupid thing I just did. I didn't turn on the stopwatch, which par for the course, but I can always look at my capture. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to catch this thing off screen because this fairy does not want to show up over here. But it's like it knows. It knows. It knows. Only knows. Knows! There we go. Finally got her. Like, I think I mentioned before, but this is probably the main point where collecting the banana fairies is going to get truly frustrating. Okay, so now we're going to have to exit through here. Now, here's something that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so this room is just full of water. There's barely any water coming out of there. I mean, it should just be like gushing out. It's just like so much water. Okay, so I'm not ready for this next part, just so you know. This is not a part I'm looking forward to doing. I could just go up here and go in the tag barrel. But might as well get this out of the way while it's here. So after we finish this next mini game, which I won't bother saying, you guys some of you might know what it is, and you hate it just as much as I do. But since we're here, we might as well finish off the Tree of Despair. People are giving up, losing hope and giving into despair. That's like a quote from Sonic Forces. Okay, so here's the main gimmick with this. There's a switch you can hit, but you have to be a good distance away. This is why you need the sniper from Team Fortress 2 to do this. Or that I forgot. Hold down Z. I mean that Z, holding down Z, it's Oh, how did I not know about this before? Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Got it by accident. Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody, prepare yourselves for some pure anger and hate. It's Beaver Bother once again. Come on down. Come on down to the absolute worst part in Rareware history besides its War from Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, you guys remember this. You played this game before. You know it. You hate this minigame just as much as everybody else does. I mean, I've said like small nitpicks like, oh, this level or that, this or that. But nothing fills me with as much rage as playing through Classic Donkey Kong in order to get a coin that is necessary to beat the game, and this minigame. If I ever did like that, if you guys remember, I brought up something, like short countdown ideas, top best to worst minigames from Donkey Kong 64, from best to worst, or worst to best. This would immediately get in there. Oh, thank you. Oh, pure Yojimbo rage. Oh, he beat it on the first try again. I think I'm pretty much just well versed in this game's messery. I mean, like I say this, I say that. Oh, like this could be better, this could be worse. That's just small nitpicks. I'm like, I can live with that. I don't truly dislike it. I mean, I have been kind of analyzing things just a little bit more ever since I started making countdowns. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, collect those. They're just there. I mean, if I see them, but I don't plan on going there, I'm not going to bother collecting them. I mean, working on countdowns, you have to think about games and stuff in like a specific way for like reviews and all that. Like I've had to do that with Bayonetta and all that stuff. And all that, but wait, okay. But it's just like, oh, perfect. Give it to me. There we go. Oh, Candy Kong's hut. Did I collect everything from her? I'm gonna go ahead here and see. You guys are just gonna have to bear with me. Oh no, I didn't. Lucky day for just night. But like the thing is, you're going to be looking at things through a more critical point of view, like doing your research and thinking that, like, oh, maybe I wasn't so angry about that, or maybe I actually didn't hate Final Fantasy 13 as much as I did, which I did. Upgrades, and they got more musical energy, even though it's like, that's all I can do. I'm giving you everything else I have. I have to say, the music is like the music instruments are like the most underutilized thing in the gameplay. But like you think about like stuff in a certain more critical way, you start thinking that just a little bit more, and it's like, oh, maybe I wasn't all that. Like all that. It's just kind of made me think things in a different light, let's just say. I don't know. Maybe some people are annoyed by it. Others are just like, yeah, I can see that. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna go for this banana over here. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Yay. Alright, there we go. But like, you kind of get the general gist of what I'm talking about, right? And also, speaking of which, since this is like the day after Valentine's Day, Bayonetta 2 is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, which I'm a little hyped for. It makes me happy as more people will get to experience one of my favorite beat-em-ups of all time. I mean, yes, I think the final battle in that game is absolutely terrible. Spoilers, well, not really. Everyone agrees that final battle sucks. But at least you can play Bayonetta on the go. That's pretty cool. Though I have to seriously question, why is the first Bayonetta game only a download? Because like when the first when Bayonetta 2 came out on the Switch, it came with both discs. I guess you can't really do that with like the Switch. There's like no thing for like, oh, you can put 2 cartridges in here. And like, I guess they don't want them to be loose because like if you have a loose disc, it's like where I work, if there's like a loose disc in, I mean, I don't work there. I don't work in the electronics department of my store. But I have like in the back room I noticed like, oh, we have to not sell this item because it's like not good or whatever. It was because the disc is loose. I mean, like someone could have rattled around and the disc would scratch. All that. Well, either way, well, I guess it's not all that much. If you ask me, I think I'm gonna wait a little while, or who knows? I might just end up getting it right away. Maybe we could do a let's play of Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta. Excuse me. What would you guys think about that? Will you guys want me to do a let's play of Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch when it comes out? I could probably do that if you want me to. Actually, no, I won't be able to do that because after I beat this, I'm going to go back to playing Final Fantasy IX once again. I know there's a lot of people who will want me to jump back into that game, and I've kind of gotten out of my. I'm not in the mood to play Final Fantasy IX right now. I'll pick it up another day. But after I beat this, I'm definitely gonna go back to that. We're almost done with Donkey Kong 64, and hopefully in this recording session we're going to finish up Creepy Castle and then move on to the last level. Get out of here. And who knows, I might end up actually doing 4 episodes as opposed to 3. If you don't know, I record like 4 episodes at a time. 3 episodes at a time. Mostly because like after the 3rd episode, I just run out of stuff to say, and I just kind of get tired of that. But I was more so thinking on doing. I was planning on doing this as like a side let's play while I do Final Fantasy IX, but I was just kind of burnt out of Final Fantasy IX at the time, and so I just kind of decided I wanted to let's play this instead. But I can now. I've had a longer than necessary break from that game. Like maybe. Okay. Yeah, it's a banana. What did you think it is? It's a banana on a thing. And yeah, it's another instance where you need where you need the sniper mode on your pistols. Yep. There we go. In order to get the golden banana. That's why we had to skip the Tree of Despair, even though it was like the first thing we noticed. Okay. There we go. And also, I just want to bring up, I know you guys are sick of me talking about this, but Pokemon, I got Shiny Landorus. He was the last shiny legendary Pokemon I wanted to get, for now at least. At least till the next Pokemon games come out, so shiny hunting, I'm pretty much done with that. At least for a while. So I'm definitely going to be focusing more on other games. Like right now I'm playing through Monster Hunter World and Neo. At the same time, those are very good games. Go play them if you haven't. Of course, Monster Hunter is always good. It's just very difficult to get into. But I think this is like the easiest one to jump into because it has... Can I just talk about that for a second? Like, Monster Hunter is like one of my favorite franchises as of now. I'm trying to kill you. Even though you're like the source of a admittedly funny joke. That's probably just me thinking that. Not the audience. Okay. Let's up. Like, if there's anything about the Monster Hunter games is that they are admittedly very grindy. So you have to like kill the same monster over and over in order to get all the materials in order to Like, if you want Zinogre armor, which is like, I main the Zinogre armor because it gives you double sharpness. I mean, with this new game, I am disappointed that that a lot of my favorite monsters are not in it, like the Gormagala, the Zinogre. Oh, okay. Thought I was gonna die there. Oh, that was close. Like, I'm disappointed a lot of monsters. A lot of my favorites are not in this game, but at the very least, it's more new than old. So, and a lot of the newer monsters are actually really cool. At least from what I've seen, there's like a chameleon bird monster and like a bat that puffs up its face. From what I hear, nobody likes that monster. Okay, just gotta. Alright, the best strategy for Kremlin Kosh: fire around like a madman. Hope you've hit some red ones. And you're most likely going to hit. Oh, I didn't hit any red ones, but at least I won that. But like, there's a couple things. The monster, it's like really grindy. You have to like fight. If you want a full armor set, you gotta like fight the same monster over and over and over again. And I can imagine that that turns off a lot of people. But another thing is that it takes a lot. This is like my main complaint with it. Is that starting a new Monster Hunter game, like, oh man, I can't wait to fight all the new monsters. You have to go through like so many long tutorial missions in order to get to like the big monsters, but you always have to start with the Great Jaggy or all that. This monster, I think you only had to do 2 quests as opposed to like 10 tutorial quests, and that takes up like a few hours. But like, you're up and at 'em fighting some really cool big monsters in like the span of an hour. I can just say that's something I truly appreciate. It starts off a lot faster. That makes me very happy. No, that's not the wrong one. Looks like a duckbill. You know, I'd say, I think. Oh wait, there's one panel that's off. Okay, no, that's not it. Not it. There we go. And it just appears out of nowhere, like, hey, here you go. Here you go. You got it right, sort of. Like what? Like whatever. Here you go. Okay, so this part of the castle is pretty much finished, and we still have a few minutes left, a couple minutes left. And if I could also say about Nioh, it's, if you haven't played that game, if you've played Dark Souls, you're not really playing anything different. It's basically the same game, except I think it's much faster. It's like the combat's a lot faster, and I do think it's more welcoming to newcomers who have never played a Dark Souls game before, but are too scared to play it. I mean, I like Dark Souls, but I can understand why a lot of people don't. It's not beginner friendly, and that's really not the point. I mean, of course, not the same game, but Bloodborne, I'd say, is like one of my favorite games of all time. And it's like my favorite of those types of games. But yeah, even more so than Monster Hunter. Even though they're not the same game, but I feel like Dark Souls had some slight inspiration from Monster Hunter. I mean, seriously, multiple weapon types and like the character customization and all that. It's also no. Ah, dang it. I mean, I wasn't worried I was gonna die or anything, but whatever. Okay. So, oh, we can just go over here. Okay. Now we make our way up. I don't think there's like anything any golden bananas we're missing. Get out of here. I don't think there's like any. Oh. Well, we're gonna come back and get that later anyways. Like, I know there's like a barrel for Diddy Kong, but all that. Like, I also, I guess a small point I want to make. Thing I want to say real quick is like, you know what? I'll save that for like the next episode. We can go ahead. I will see. Okay, so I've run out of time for this episode, so sorry about the chair. It's very squeaky. I'm sorry. I can't control that. So I'll see you guys at the next area we're supposed to be at. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.